Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Tuesday, February 17th. So with me on the mic, we have some fabulous co-hosts. We have my gorgeous moon, my icy chili, and my Libra queen. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Good
Hey.
morning.
And shout out to the listeners as well, holding it down in the chat. Y'all know I love y'all too. Do not forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head to auntiederek.com and hit the subscribe button at the top left. It is free to subscribe to my mailing list, and you get warm hugs from me in your inbox. Don't you want to be hugged by me, honey? Well, anyway, for this month, for the month of February, before every show, we want to do a Black History Month highlight. And I thought it was appropriate to highlight, somebody who I personally think don't get a lot of shine. Because, when your mom is so fabulous, it just kind of can overshadow you a little bit. But today we're going to talk about Choice Brown. Are y'all familiar with her? I know y'all familiar with her mom, Tabitha Brown.
Correct. We know
hmm
Choice.
Yeah,
hmm
honey. I feel like more people need to know Choice. You know what I'm saying? Because Choice is that girl and has been that girl for a very long time. But I was able to find a really nice interview that Choice did with Galore magazine. And y'all should see where it says here, Choice Brown is building her community by being authentic. And that she is. She's very authentic. So let me share my screen. And I won't read the entire interview. I'm just going to read some things that I thought were really cool. So first of all, look at this picture. Oh my God. Eat, girl. Anywho, but it starts Choice Brown is building her community by being authentic. When it comes to being one of the hottest Gen Zers in Hollywood, Choice Brown wants you to know she's determined to build an empire that stands the test of time. She's carving out a lane for herself in the fashion, acting, and beauty world by authentically being herself. We caught up with Choice to discuss her journey as an entrepreneur, being part of the LGBTQ plus community, and everything in between. So, this first question, like when you reminisce on growing up in LA, what was your favorite memory that comes to mind? Honestly, my favorite memory is the simple stuff. Going to the beach with my family, the smell of the ocean mixed with food trucks and laughter. That was home. LA raised me in creativity and sunshine, and I think that balance of family time and city energy shaped me the most. Having a mother as multifaceted as Tabitha Brown, were you surprised when she began to blow up on social media? Not at all. I know that's right, girl. She said, I always knew my mom was special. Like she has this gift to make you feel seen and loved no matter what. So when the world caught on, it felt more like finally. I was just proud to watch everyone else fall in love with her the way I always had. I thought that was so sweet. And look at this picture, girl. Ah, yes, Choice. Oh my God. Yes. So it goes on. Instead of playing the background, you created your own platform while your mom started becoming a household name. Take us back to the time in your life and talk about what you envisioned for yourself at the steps you took to get where you are today. And she says, I knew early on that I didn't want to just ride the wave of my mom's success. I had my own vision and my own story to tell. I saw social media as a way to control my narrative, to share myself authentically. My style, thoughts, creativity. I started posting consistently, investing in shoots, studying what resonated, and over time it became its own community. I always envisioned myself as a brand, not just a personality, so every step was intentional. Talk your shit, Choice. I know that's right. And the last question I'm going to read, it says, so you built a community across multiple platforms where you share your life, business endeavors, and much more. For anyone looking to build their own social media presence, what's something you wish you'd known starting out? She says that consistency is everything, but so is patience. It's easy to compare your beginning to someone else's middle. I wish I knew earlier that growth doesn't have to be rushed. When you show up as yourself unapologetically, the right people find you. And let's look at this last picture, honey, with her fabulous self. Ah, yes, girl. So shout out to Choice Brown, girl. You keep doing your thing. I am a fan, and I think you should be a fan too. All right, well, that's that on that, honey. I think we had enough classy. Y'all want to go ahead and get ratchet? Let's jump into the tea, honey.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, so unfortunately, we did hear the news early this morning, or was it last night that it was announced that unfortunately Jesse Jackson has passed away. So may he rest in peace. Condolences to his family, his friends, his loved ones, anybody who was inspired by him, and continue to rest in peace. However, you know somebody who wasn't a fan, child. Well, let's just say he was a fan, but of course, you know he had to throw a little shade. Our president. So, y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Donald Trump trash talks Barack Obama in tribute to Jesse Jackson. Of course, he did. Hours after Reverend Jesse Jackson's death, President Donald Trump memorialized the civil rights pioneer in a way only Trump could, by making it all about Trump, and he threw in a jab at former President Barack Obama for good measure. POTUS shared a tribute to Jackson on Truth Social, listing all the ways he helped the late minister. Trump says he gave Jackson office space in one of his buildings, responded to Jackson's request for criminal justice reform, and passed long term funding for HBCUs, despite the fact that I am falsely and consistently called a racist. Then he inexplicably throws shade at Obama, writing, he had much to do with the election without acknowledgement or credit of Barack Hussein Obama, a man who Jesse could not stand. During Obama's 2008 presidential run, Jackson's relationship with Obama turned icy after he was caught on hot mic saying he wanted to cut Obama's nuts off. In the same conversation, Jackson accused Obama of talking down to black people. But Jackson quickly apologized for the crude comments, telling Chris Como, I'm a longstanding supporter of Obama, and because of my commitment to what he represents and the campaign, I was quick to apologize for any offense or any harm or hurt. In many ways, Jackson paved the way for Obama, having run for the presidency himself in 1984 and 1988, and famously had tears streaming down his face when Obama won the Oval Office. And both men have their political roots in Chicago. Jackson died peacefully Tuesday with loved ones by his side. He was 84. May he rest in peace. Child. Yeah, look, the president is a Gemini man, honey, and they're just gonna do what they gonna do. And if
I don't even want to blame that on Gemini men. I just want to put that on him being the Antichrist.
I don't know, girl, because if you know Gemini men, if you've ever dated, maybe been,
well, I guess have I dated a Gemini?
because this is actually very on brand for them. They do a lot of them do shit like that. The women are very different, but the men, honey, they usually side with that evil twin and usually say the things that shouldn't be said, like to ruffle a lot of feathers. That's just what they do. So,
Yeah.
that's that on that, honey. Well, speaking of Donald Trump, honey, he because of his little alliance with Nicki Minaj, and I'm putting alliance in air quotes, by the way. But she actually lost opportunities, or what I ain't gonna say lost opportunities. So do y'all remember that infamous pink chicken wing necklace that she wore on the red carpet? Do y'all remember that?
No, and I'm glad I don't. I want to say it was like I'm glad I don't. What? What about it?
Necklace.
Yeah, she had a really famous chicken wing, a chain that had a chicken wing piece on it, and it was pink. And she wore it, and of course, a lot of black people was like, girl, really? Fried chicken, really?
See, she been a problem. I don't even know why we.
Honestly, because of her alliance with Trump, honey, that the designer of that chicken wing necklace, he decided to auction that off, and he wants to cut ties with Nicki Minaj because of her MAGA ties. And do y'all see where it says here by way of all hip hop, Nicki Minaj's fried chicken necklace gets cooked. Designer sells over MAGA ties. Look, we have a comment saying, yes, I remember it. It was, I don't want to say it was a moment. It was interesting for sure.
Low key, that looked like a fetus on her neck, but okay.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm sorry, that's what it looked like.
Well, the designer behind Nicki Minaj's most talked about jewelry piece is cutting ties with the rapper over her political shift. Is that Auntie, or Onch, the Taiwanese American artist who created Minaj's pink fried chicken necklace, announced that he's auctioning the piece to protest her embrace of the MAGA movement. The one-of-a-kind necklace will hit the auction block on February 24th via the shopping app Palm Street with a minimum bid of $30,000. The auction represents the first time. I'm sorry. The auction represents the first time the signed original necklace has been made available to the public. As an artist of color, it matters to me how my work is remembered, ONCH told Page Six. Redirecting this moment towards giving back allows the design to carry new meaning beyond the current spectacle. The Los Angeles-based designer created the pink chicken wing piece, which became a cultural phenomenon when Minaj wore it at the 2011 iHeartRadio Music Festival. So it was 2011, not 2010. My mistake. When Minaj when Minaj first wore the piece in 2011, critics questioned whether it played into harmful stereotypes about black people and fried chicken. But the necklace also represents artistic boldness in a male-dominated industry. Designer Marco, who worked with Nicki Minaj on other projects, praised her flair for creating unapologetic, iconic moments and her willingness to push her own boundaries. ONCH's decision comes after Minaj's dramatic political transformation over the past few months. The Anaconda rapper appeared at conservative events and declared herself Donald Trump's #1 fan at the Trump account summary in January. Her political shift has drawn criticism from across the entertainment industry. At this year's Grammy Awards, host Trevor Noah earned cheers from the audience when he clowned Nicki Minaj and celebrated her absence from the ceremony. The comment triggered another social media rant from Minaj, who called the award show a ritual and claimed it would backfire. ONCH built his reputation creating food-inspired jewelry pieces for Hollywood's biggest names. His client list includes Rihanna, Kate Moss, Ariana Grande, and Kim Kardashian. The designer's work has been featured in major publications like Vogue and Vanity Fair, and pieces have displayed at the Met. Okay. Well, he said, no, I'm gonna go ahead and sell this for a good $30,000 and go on about my business because no. Well, that's that on that, child. I just can't believe y'all. I guess maybe that's how much y'all pay attention to that girl, or have been paying attention to her back then. Because this caused quite a stir, and a lot of Black people were speaking out about her, speaking out on her about
Never
this.
seen this picture or necklace before.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. I missed the whole hubbub. Honestly, yeah, I never was into her. I can say that proudly. Yay.
Well, so do y'all remember before we started recording, I was actually talking about how I watched all of the Top Model documentary that's on Netflix, baby. As a fan of the series, I was pleased. I highly recommend. If you even watch 1 or even 2 cycles of Top Model, and you was like, I don't know if I want to watch it. You're going to be gagged. Baby, they're gonna reveal some shit you didn't know and everything. And everybody was kind of talking about Tyra Banks's response to everything, of all the things that she was accused of over the years. She was just kind of like, yeah, it happened. We here. So, okay, yeah, I did it. And look out for cycle 25. But you know who respects that, honey? Because y'all, Adrian, the first winner, the winner of the first cycle. And y'all remember how when we last talked about her, she said, she just kind of separated herself from that world anyway. So she just declined to even appear in the documentary itself.
Mm-hmm.
But she's saying that she actually respects Tyra in all of this. She said, you know what? She said, fuck it. It is what it is. And hey. So y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. And you see where it says Adrian Curry Road comes to Tyra Banks' defense amid new America's Next Top Model backlash. So I'm going to play a quick video of Adrian saying some things. And we'll go from there.
Okay, I have mad respect for Tyra Banks. She is not sorry. She is not apologizing to you. That is not effing sorry. She will not bend the knee. And I respect that. Well, you want her to lie and say how bad she feels? Everyone's coming to me and they're like, none of the judges were sorry. Why should they be? They're all loaded. Why should they give a flying You know, if they didn't give up at the time, they certainly ain't gonna give it up now. But mad respect for Tyra because that's hard to push back on that many people trying to struggle session you. And she's just like, you and do what I want. And I gotta respect that. So I tip my hat, my lady. Keep on being yourself, which is someone who doesn't give a flying
I mean, and then it continues. It says sorry, let me find where I wanted to read. Oh, so as you know, America's Next Top Model is back in the zeitgeist lately because of the new Netflix docuseries Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model. In the docuseries, old transgressions are dug up, perhaps most notably Shandy Sullivan's traumatic experience, which was filmed on the show. While America's Next Top Model seemed to frame Shandy's drunk shower sex as an act of infidelity, on Shandy's part, Shandy says it was sexual assault. Tyra basically passed blame on to other producers, but according to Adrian, at least Tyra's not being fake. So, yeah, there you go. So Adrian, the first one, she say, "Hey, look, I respect what y'all want her to be fake. That's something she really not. Y'all say she fake, but she really not. And y'all want her to be sorry for something that." And to be completely honest, Tyra, like, she beautifully explained herself. She was like, because they and the trailers kind of make it seem like she was unapologetic about like it, but no, what she was unapologetic about that scene, because she was like, yeah, you guys wanted it. What she was saying you guys wanted it was like the fear factor type stuff that was popular on reality TV at the time. So that's why the network decided to make the switch and had those girls doing even more outrageous, crazy shit, like putting a spider on their face and a tarantula on their face and shit like that. So that's what the audience wanted to see, and she's absolutely right. So, but she did make one apology though. She did apologize. Oh, I don't, if you haven't seen it because it just came out yesterday, I don't want to spoil it if you were planning to watch it to the listeners. So I know my people in here ain't watching it. I watched it for them. So, but that's that on that. But she did make a couple of apologies in the docu. Out of 3 episodes, I heard about 2 apologies that Tyra has made. So there you have it. Well, that is that on that. Y'all, so they were able to catch pictures of Wendy Williams outside her dad's funeral. And she, of course, dressed in all black. We won't spend too much time on this story because it's really, that's just what it is. They caught pictures of her and her family at the funeral. And you see what I just shared here by way of TMZ. Wendy Williams looks inconsolable attending dad's funeral. Well, of course she looks inconsolable. Her dad just died. Like, really? But let me share my screen, and I just launched a photo gallery. It's like 3 photos they have. You see, this is Wendy herself. That girl loves a big bag. And you know what? I agree with that because the bigger the bag, the skinnier you look, honey. Okay. And then, okay, so that is Wendy. That's Alex, her niece. And that's her brother Tommy. I'm really excited to see that they started talking again because remember they had a really strained relationship. So glad to see that they're talking and have been talking for a while from what I understand.
I was gonna say maybe they just came together for the funeral, but let me mind my business.
No, they because they was talking about they shared that they had been having some conversations. Tommy look good, honey. They tell me, how you doing?
Relax.
Okay. Yeah, let me, they're going through a hard time right now.
Relax.
Now, and also take notice, it looks like, because y'all know Wendy had real bad lymphedema to where her legs were swollen. And it looks like they've gotten smaller. It looks like she's managing that because I know she goes through some exercises for that. Yeah, looks like a very nice, intimate event.
Yeah, she looks good.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to Wendy again. Condolences to her family. Sorry to hear about their loss. I know she was really, really close to her dad.
So. I don't know why she got that damn mini dress on at the funeral, but
it's Wendy.
Like, this woman believe in showing them legs, baby. Okay. Like, girl, ain't that a little short for the funeral? The funeral. But
she said my dad would have liked it. Hey, puppy. They say, "Oh, we have a comment. No one has been more inappropriately dressed for an event than Tony Brown." Too shy. Oh, and we have a comment. Mourn, but make it sexy.
I guess. Okay.
I can't stand y'all. Well, speaking of somebody who's mourning and making it sexy, honey, Cardi B is mourning that relationship that her and Stefan had. She finally confirmed that they not a thing. And I have this link here from TMZ. And you should all see where it says Cardi B acknowledges split from Stefan Diggs, defends NFL star against rapper Bia. And I'm sorry, I just don't get it. That girl, I don't get it. But then again, I'm not her target demographic, so that's probably why I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey. It starts off, Cardi B for the first time is publicly acknowledging that she and Stefan Diggs are donezo, while at the same time sticking up for the Patriot star Whiteout in a big way after rapper Bia took a shot at him this weekend. Not up on your rap beef? Well, here's the thing. So Cardi, currently at the start of her big Little Miss Drama tour, and Bia have drama that goes back years. But if anyone thought Cardi split from Stefan signal it was open season to trash the football player, she made it crystal clear that is not the case. Can you name someone with more baby mamas than receiving yards? I can. And I know that you know what she said, you know what, never mind. And Bia wrote on social media, obviously taking a dig at Diggs. So Cardi, who has a baby with Stefan Diggs in November, responded, but not immediately, waiting until she hit the stage in Los Angeles on Sunday night. And let me show y'all the video that she said. We have a comment saying, so Cardi is the drama. I mean, you said it, not me. So.
Since I ain't fucking with my main daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby. I'm pretty and petty as fuck. 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 Hopefully pretty and petty as fuck. 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 These 5 years songs don't point to your head.
That's not bad. And I understand that song "Pretty and Petty" is a Bia diss from what I was told. So I guess that's why that fit in to that. And she also said something on at another show where she was like, name 5 songs, name 5 Bia songs, or dial something like that, and she put like a gun to her head or whatever, something. It was crazy. But yeah, but she confirmed, she said, just because I ain't fucking with him don't mean you can. So there you have it. That's that on that, child. This next story, I'm actually a little disappointed to talk about, especially how I have been talking so positively about Mehcad Brooks over the years, honey. Like that was my black king, honey. Like that's a black king right there. He could do no wrong, but he just kind of did a little bit wrong today, and I just kind of like, honey, you could have just not said anything, but he wanted to defend James Vanderbeek and the people that were donated to his GoFundMe. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ, James Vanderbeek's friend, Mehcad Brooks, defends family GoFundMe. So James Vanderbeek's pal, Mehcad Brooks, is telling people to shut the fuck up when it comes to criticizing about the family's GoFundMe. Case closed. It says, check out the actor's heated thread notes. He tells anyone who speaks ill of the Vanderbeek family for taking financial assistance following James's death, they can kindly zip it because they're clueless about what the family has been through, and Mehcad calls them total attention seekers. The post itself says, I am one of Vanderbeek's closest friends, and the headlines are fake as fuck. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You have no idea the pain they went through. It's okay to shut the fuck up when you can't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's okay not to try to seek attention off of other people's suffering or the generosity in response to it, because James touched them for decades. It's okay for you to stay quiet in the face of blind stupidity, meanness, and the lack of empathy. But maybe you're not okay. And I'm gonna be completely honest, Makai. Like, you could have taken your own advice, especially with that last sentence. It's okay for you to stay quiet in the face of blind stupidity, meanness, and lack of empathy, right? Because if that's what you were seeing among the people, then you could have just. But now it just looks like, to me, and I'm sure people probably feel differently, but I just did not think this is a good look. Like, you, okay. Anyway,
It's not.
okay.
It's not.
Okay, especially what we know about, he has always been like, pro-black and pro-black, and but he has a clear understanding of the black experience, the black
Pro-black
struggle.
that lived in a white world who had
Okay.
white leanings.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 But for
'Cause,
him, and
that's his friend.
and it's just like, for him to not understand because I totally I get that, yes, it's these people's
Imagine.
money and they can do whatever they want with it, but when it comes to black people who need, like, that's a whole.
Imagine being a black person speaking up for your white friend who's dead and they're raising millions of dollars. Imagine.
Okay, so I'm glad to know. I feel a little vindicated. Thank you, Libra Queen, because I'm like, am I tripping? Because or am I
No,
being
you're not. Listen, you're not tripping. In Black History Month,
that part?
it's
Nigga.
always one of them.
Oh my God, I'm so glad he's cute.
Yeah, but the hairline though, oof, Lord.
He can't help. He can't help that.
Sure
Unless he go to Turkey.
Listen, just tell him the last picture I seen, he had it grown out. Just tell him to cut it off. We wouldn't even know. Keep it low and faded.
Or just
Bald
tell him
faded.
to call Tyler Perry again and use that same wig that he used in the Fall of Grace
No.
movie. Well, that's that. So this next story, now I am actually very happy to talk about, honey, because I think we actually need much, much, much more of this. So y'all remember we previously talked about Nicole Curtis and her saying "fart nigga" on camera and getting caught doing it, and she even had her ex-boyfriend who can't stand her ass but still came out in defense of her, saying, "Oh, she's a bad person, but she ain't racist." Well, honey,
somebody copyrighted that saying.
Well, no.
Oh,
But what happened is that people are treating her like, the nasty gutter butt racist that she appears to be, right? So y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Nicole Curtis faces backlash at her kid's school after N-word controversy. Yes, more of this, please. Because I always say, until we treat racism or homophobia or transphobia or any type of bigotry as the nasty gutter butt thing that it is, the nasty rotten gutter butt thing that it is, then we are not going to ever make any progress. So I am so happy to see that this is happening to her. So, some parents at a SoCal school where Nicole Curtis volunteers as a room parent to her son's class have serious concerns on the heels of her N-word controversy, and at least one has gone to leadership demanding answers. TMZ has learned. Here's the deal: the HGTV star has been in hot water since a 2022 video leaked of her using the N-word while filming her popular show Rehab Addicts. She was fired and has issued an apology. But TMZ has heard from multiple concerned parents at her kid's school, who tells us they are super uncomfortable with her working in the classroom as a volunteer, and they think the school should, at the very least, address the situation with parents. One parent pointed out there are children of color who attend the school, and their shocked leadership has been mum on what happened, and the headline making fallout. Another parent told us, along with others, voiced their concerns to the school administration, who allegedly told them it was not a school-wide issue, so there's not much to be done. Nicole has been at the school since last week's leak, and one parent told us it would be wise for her to read the room and take some time off to let emotions cool. Nicole declined to comment, and we've reached out to the administration for comment. So far, no word back. Love it. We have a comment saying gutter butt. I love Auntie so much. So, but I actually that was from B. Scott, honey. You remember B. Scott used to say gutter butt all the time, honey. Like, oh, nasty, that nasty gutter butt bitch. Yes, honey. Shout out to B. Scott. But yes, I love this. I love it because this is how I treat racists, honey. I don't want to be in the same room with this person. I don't want to work with them. I don't want to. Why are you volunteering at a school with kids of color and you out here just freely saying fart nigga out of nowhere? Talking about it's gibberish, and she sometimes say gibberish on the show to avoid to use euphemisms to avoid cussing. That one no damn euphemism, lady. Stop playing in the face. And then your boyfriend, honey, he can shut his ass up too. Talking about some she ain't racist. Well, she's starting because she said that word a little bit too comfortably. So that's that, honey. Oh, y'all. So we have more information about R. Kelly, about what happened to him, why he got thrown in the hole. And it's actually for a very, very weird reason, bitch. It was over a motherfucking notebook and a phone number. Whose phone number? The warden who retired. So y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. R. Kelly under investigation for possessing retired warden's phone number. So R. Kelly is under investigation for possessing a retired warden's phone number at his federal lockup in North Carolina. And he's been placed in isolation for the duration of a probe of the incident, according to his lawyer. Kelly's attorney, Bo Brindley, tells TMZ the R&B singer's problems began when he got involved in a mentor program to help guide other inmates, which was overseen by the warden at FCI Butner Medium 1. Recently, the warden retired, but before he left, he gave Kelly his cell phone number in case the convicted felon needed to reach out to him to seek advice about the mentor program. Sometime after that, Kelly's cellmate got busted with a mobile phone on his person, which is considered contraband in prison. The lawyer says prison officials searched the inmate's prison cell and found Kelly's notebook in which the retired warden's phone number was written. Prison authorities placed Kelly in the special housing unit, better known as the SHU, while they investigate the circumstances surrounding the former warden's number appearing in the notebook, Brindley said. We've reached out to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. A rep tells us, for privacy, safety, and security reasons, we do not discuss the conditions of confinement or internal security procedures for any inmate or group of inmates. In 2021, R. Kelly was convicted in New York of racketeering, bribery, and illegal sex with minors and other federal offenses. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Then, in 2022, he was convicted in Chicago for producing child pornography and enticing a minor to engage in sexual activity and was sentenced to 20 years behind bars. So, yes. So, my whole thing is, right, this was something for them to throw him in the SHU. This was something that they could have just contacted the retired warden and say, hey, bro, we know you're retired, but did you give R. Kelly your number? And the warden could have said, yeah, I did because I wanted him to reach out to me about this program. Or, no, I did not give him my number. I don't know how in the hell he got it. So, and then they throw it, the reason that they even found the number in the first place, right? Because his cellmate had a cell phone that he wasn't supposed to have. So they said, okay, so you got this cell phone. Let me see what you and your cellmate got up in this bitch. Then they came across the notebook with the phone number. I don't know, y'all. Does it sound weird to you? It sounds weird to me. I don't know.
Very weird.
We have a comment. The problem started when they let R. Kelly participate as a mentor. Chester molester, allegedly mentor.
Not the retired warden was a fan. That's crazy.
There you go. They said, why don't I just let Ja Rule play on my next cruise? And look, that might be a cruise you see me on. Not. I tell y'all all the time, if you see me on any cruise ship, call the police. I have been kidnapped. I am not supposed to be on that motherfucker. So that's that on that. So yeah, we kept wondering what the what was the last when we last talked about R. Kelly's story, him being thrown in the hole. It was because of I forgot the word they used, but pretty much they didn't know. They led us to believe they didn't know why he was in there, and now this is the reason because of that phone number on that notebook. So that's that on that, child. This next story, Cat Williams looked like he's trying to create another viral moment, honey, like he did. What was it? A couple of years ago? Was it last year or where he did the interview with Club Shay Shay? Now
2024.
that was 2024, baby. I'm just telling time right now is just girl. Well, now you see he actually went on with Big Boy recently. And you see where it says here by way of Hot New Hip Hop, Cat Williams claims to have dirt on Will Smith and Eddie Murphy. Don't we all, child? Don't we all? Well, Cat Williams has said plenty about his celebrity peers over the years, and according to him, there's more where that came from. During a recent interview with Big Boy, the personality revealed that he has no regret about exposing people in the entertainment industry, reflecting on his viral Club Shay Shay appearance. I'm not scared to say nothing, he said. I'll say it. Obviously, many weren't happy about the bombshell interview, which featured jabs at Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Tiffany Haddish, and more. According to him, Dave Chappelle even confronted him about the interview after the fact, seemingly fishing for an apology. Chappelle came in the room. We had a great talk because we've been friends for years, Williams remembered. And then he just explained to me that I had hurt some people that was near and dear to him, Williams claims. However, that he could have done a lot more damage than he did. The knockout punches were taken out, just leaving the jabs, so that whoever I talked about didn't completely blow up their spot up, he described. Will Smith know the story I have not told. Eddie Murphy know what I haven't said. Williams said something similar back in 2024 when he provided some insight on the viral interview during an appearance at New York Magazine Vulture Festival. Excuse me. At the time, he admitted that his initial goal was to take people down. Ultimately, he decided to hold back while still letting his peers know that he had dirt on them. I set out to kill the careers of people who I was talking about, he shared, but it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and I just left the jabs so that the comic I was talking about knows. I know your real story, motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you this, but you know what else I know. Mm-hmm. Just like a Virgo man, honey, crazy. Impossible serial killer. Mm-hmm. You see how he said, I want to kill the careers of... I'm just saying, words mean things, honey. But that's that on that, child. He just trying. I just feel like, y'all know the dirt I showed the dirt I showed about one of those, not Will Smith, but you know, dirt I know what I shared. So that's that on that. Like what I say, who don't know dirt on them, honey? Don't nobody give a damn. Yeah. Yeah, they say he has a special and is special. Oops. Oh, y'all. So y'all know any chance I get to talk about Quentin Aaron and that wife Margarita, honey? You know I'm going to take it. Hey, Margarita girl. Well, I have this article here from TMZ. So you should see where it says here, Quentin Aaron focused on recovery, but disappointed his wife is married to another man. Baby, when I tell you this is just keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder, but I'm loving it. I love this roller coaster ride I'm on. So, good news for Quentin Aaron. The actor's family tells us he is making huge progress on his road to recovering from a spinal stroke, even though he'll be traveling that road without the woman who falsely claimed to be his wife. Quentin's family tells TMZ in a statement, the Blind Side star is fully awake, fully alert, and successful doing things like practicing writing, solving puzzles, and even has feeling in his legs again. We're told Quentin is interacting with his family and approved visitors, but he's expressed multiple times, I do not want to see Margaret at all.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. As we reported, Margarita Aaron is the woman who has been by his side in the hospital, allegedly misrepresenting herself as Quentin's legal wife to the medical staff and helping make medical decisions. Margarita told us she and Quentin got quote-unquote
Hello?
Did you mute yourself?
No, sorry, I hit my sound card and it had a bunch of sack. I hope y'all didn't hear that. My bad.
No.
Okay, good. Well, they say Margarita told us that she and Quentin got quote unquote spiritually married, but the family says Quentin confirms they did no such thing. According to the family, they have shared with Quentin that Margarita is actually married to another man, which disappointing Quentin, but we're told he still feels supported by his family. Now knowing he was never legally married to Margarita, Quentin says at some point he will explain in full detail everything he went through. Bitch, when I tell you I can't wait to hear from the pussy popping to the church to everything I want to hear it, honey. So anyway, for now, the family issued an apology for not taking action on the red flag sooner, but Quentin is focused on recovering, and we're rooting for you, Quentin. We are rooting for you indeed, honey. So, go ahead, Libra Queen.
Spiritually married. First of all, why that family didn't know that? Why his family didn't know that? He's his legal wife, and she making medical decisions for you, but you spiritually married, bitch. You spiritually married.
You know why his family didn't know that, because he was pussy whipped. Margarita was busy throwing that puss at him, honey.
I just need to understand. I need to understand who in his family didn't show up at the fucking hospital and be like, "Nah, player, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got healthcare proxy over here, locked in. You spiritually fucking married. What you mean? Naked make motherfucking sense. Quickly.
Y'all want to know what I think it is? And I'm just
No. No.
well, it's not too crazy, but I think it is like a cuck type thing. And I think he probably knows that she was married to another man, because he probably orchestrated the whole thing and probably enjoyed, all of the sex that he had watched. You know what I'm saying? I think this is probably something like that, but he's probably acting disappointed around his family to save face. But who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on this story, honey. I want to know all the tea about Margarita, honey. Hey, Margarita girl. Oh, and I know she is so disappointed because he got the feeling in his legs back again, honey. You know she couldn't wait to get her man home, honey.
She been kicked to the curb.
Oh, yes, and he said, I do not want, and then called her Margaret, honey. Oh, why not formal? You don't want to see Margaret, not Margarita. You want to have a Margarita, honey. Well, Margarita Taco Tuesday, honey. Not no more for him. That's that on that. I'm sorry. This story, like I said, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, and I'm here for the ride. So this next story, Melissa Gilbert, y'all, she don't went back to work. Remember the last time we talked about her? She had that business, Modern Prairie, that she decided to just kind of step back from to support her man. Well, baby, she went back to work, and y'all.
Somebody got to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Melissa Gilbert returns to work after Timothy Busfield indictment. So there's a quick video of her talking about it. Let me share my screen.
Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to speak to you directly. As many of you know, I stepped away for a little while to focus on my family. It was time I needed, time to be present, to tend to what matters most, and to gather my strength in a season that has not been easy. Family is everything to me, and during this incredibly difficult time, I leaned into that truth fully. But something else carried me too. You did. This extraordinary community at Modern Prairie, you wrapped me in love even when I was quiet. I felt your prayers. I felt your encouragement. I felt your steady presence. From our artisans, the talented hands and hearts who continue to create such beautiful, meaningful pieces, to our trusted Prairian team who lead our circles, our events, our conversations with such care and integrity, to the women in this community who show up every single day, not just for me, but for one another. That is what Modern Prairie is. Women supporting women, not just when it's easy, and especially when it's hard. Coming back to work does not change my commitment or my resolve to the journey that lies ahead for my family. That remains steadfast. That remains my heart. But it is important for me to step back into this work. It strengthens my mindset. It gives me purpose. It reminds me of who I am beyond hard days. This time away reminded me why we built this space in the first place. It's more than products, it's more than events, it's more than a brand. It's a lifeline, it's a connection, it's strength shared across kitchens and living rooms and hospital rooms and long phone calls. It's dignity, it's compassion, it's resolve. And I'm so proud to walk forward with you. So let's get back at it together.
Okay, girl. She said, let's get back at it together. Okay, girl.
Baby need a new hairpiece.
Listen, okay. I'm still surprised at the indictment, honey, after all of the information that we were given about like the parents possibly orchestrating it, but they was like, shit, we still. Mm-mm.
But you know, they say grand juries, they'll indict a ham sandwich. They say it don't take much. It's a low threshold. So
That's what they say.
That's what they say. But anybody who's not a white man, but for that case, they usually try to not even indict. Historically, they try to not indict white men.
mm,
So that's why I'm like, and now she going back to work. She knows something we don't, honey, for sure.
them bills gotta be paid. Shit, the
I
hell?
think, I think it's deeper than the bills, honey, for real.
What do you think it is? Well, how would it be deeper than the bills?
No, because I'm thinking like I don't know, because it's almost to me, and maybe I'm wrong, but it just kind of seemed like me. She's almost distancing herself from him slowly.
Oh, well,
Am I? Maybe I'm seeing something that's not there, but y'all know, honey. You know a bitch know how to look at a pattern, honey.
look,
So
hey, and I know shit. If you gotta distance yourself to make money, you gotta do self-preservation around this bitch.
so
Well, I
I'm
think after
definitely.
the indictment, maybe that put a different light on maybe how she was feeling about it. I mean, I don't know, but
That's what I'm
it
thinking
does
too.
sound like she is kind of like, okay, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm back to work.
hmm
Let's just see how it plays out. Because, yeah,
Yeah, I can see that too.
but she
Mm.
definitely didn't say nothing about him.
Oh,
Mhm.
I wouldn't either. Oh, hot potato ass. Mm-mm.
This next story I almost forgot to put on my notepad, y'all, and I'm sorry. I'm so glad I remembered it because we was talking about like women standing by their men and men standing by their women and stuff. So I thought about Jada Pinkett Smith,
Mm-hmm.
and she's in the news. Remember how we talked about her, Will's former friend suing her, and pretty much because she said at a party that I will make your motherfucking ass disappear. You don't know who. I'm
Hmm.
paraphrasing, of course, but
Yep.
pretty much made him understand that she's not the one and she will make him disappear. Well, what she's also doing is now you see where it says by way of TMZ, Jada Pinkett Smith fighting $3 million demand from Will Smith's ex-friend. She want that lawsuit dismissed, honey.
Hell yeah.
Well, Jada Pinkett Smith is firing back in court at the man who claims she threatened him over Will Smith, TMZ has learned. Jada filed court docs demanding the lawsuit, which is asking for $3 million in damages brought by Bilal Salam, to be thrown out. The actress asserts that Bilal's case is nonsense. The Girls Trip star said all of Bilal's claims were false, uncooperated, and made to generate attention as part of an ongoing public campaign of harassment directed at her and her family. Jada said Bilal's lawsuit seeks to punish her for constitutionally protected speech on a matter of intense public interest about her family. The entertainment accused Bilal of having a fixation on the Smith family and claimed she did not mention Bilal's name when speaking out about the matter. As TMZ previously reported, Bilal sued Jada in November 2025 for intentional infliction of emotional distress. In the suit, the man claimed he had been a close friend of Will for 40 years. Bilal claimed Jada approached him in September 2021 at a birthday party where she threatened him, saying if he continued telling her personal business that he would end up missing or catch a bullet. He alleged Jada demanded he sign a non-disclosure agreement so he couldn't talk about those threats. In the suit, he claimed the drama started after he refused to help Will with crisis management
for Will after he slapped presenter Chris Rock. I couldn't even say his name right at the Oscars. Bilal originally demanded $3 million in damages, but Jada says he should get nothing and must cover her legal fees. Mm-mm. So that's that on that, child.
I guess this friend guy, I don't know. I don't like. Mm-mm.
But what's interesting though, you notice how she didn't deny saying that.
Look, sometimes you gotta tell a motherfucker I'll fuck you up. Sometimes that's the way it go.
She did not deny, because when I tell you, when I read this earlier in that line where she said his lawsuit seeks to punish her for constitutionally protected speech on a matter of intense public interest about her family. So
Okay.
that tells me, yes, I did say your ass would catch a bullet if you keep talking shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna get caught lying about it. I said it.
I mean, she is from Baltimore, and you know that. Look, they friendly people, but they don't play.
But can you
Look,
get $3 million for saying
no,
that? I don't
no.
I don't know if he
But
can
just
prove that, like maybe that she has the resources to do what she did, and he fears for his life, possibly.
He can go to hell.
'Cause, I mean, it is Will and Jada. Like
she could make it happen. Now. I mean, she got the
Shit,
finances
most
to
of
do
us
it.
can make some shit happen
I
without
could
the
do no
fucking.
such thing. How dare you?
Okay, you got some hitters. Don't
I,
act
I could
like
do
you
no.
don't.
I could do no such thing, girl. Not on the recorded line. I can't.
Look here.
So
Don't
yeah.
play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. That's what she told him.
And she's ready to back it up. And she said, dismiss this shit. I said what the fuck I said. And he understands that I mean business. So yeah, dismiss and pay my legal fees while you at it, motherfucker. Well, that's that on that, honey. Y'all know who Ronnie Hickman is? Who played for the what's the Cleveland Browns?
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar. What's up?
Girl, he got his ass beat in New York.
Oh, ooh.
Outside of outside of a hotel room. But he got attacked by 4 men. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Browns Ronnie Hickman attacked by 4 men, injured at NYC hotel.
Well, damn.
Well, Cleveland Brown safety Ronnie Hickman was jumped by 4 people at a Manhattan hotel early Monday morning. But thankfully, despite being hospitalized, he only suffered minor injuries. The incident occurred around 4 a.m. at the 60 LES in the Lower East Side, where the DB was approached by a group of men who apparently realized he played in the NFL. The confrontation quickly escalated into a physical altercation, sparking a brawl in the hotel lobby. The suspects took off, leaving Hickman with injuries that required a trip to the hospital. The Brown said he was treated for minor injuries and is now resting at home with his family. Hickman, a former Ohio State Buckeye, was undrafted before he was picked up by the Browns in 2023. This past season, Hickman racked up 103 total tackles and 2 interceptions in 17 games. The scary incident comes just months after NY Jets cornerback Chris Boyd was shot outside a popular Midtown Manhattan restaurant. Boyd is still dealing with the complications from the shooting, and someone has been arrested and charged with the violent incident, which we talked about here. Anyway, as for the situation with Hickman, NYPD has not yet made any arrests as they continue to investigate. The New York Post was the first to report on the news, and then they say the story is developing.
all this violence.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's something else.
And the crazy thing is, I know he spent an arm and a leg at that Manhattan hotel, honey, and still had to put up with some just 4 random people coming up, seeing him, realizing that he played for the NFL, and was able to jump his ass in the hotel lobby.
But why? Just why?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's craziness.
and I bet you it won't. I would actually bet money it wasn't no actual New Yorkers, like anybody that's from New York, because New Yorkers they not like that. And on top of that, they in Manhattan. They try to, baby. When I tell you, New Yorkers try to avoid that busy ass Manhattan like the plague, unless they absolutely have to go out there. So I don't know. This is weird, but I hate that happened to him. I'm glad to hear he's recovering. And he only had minor injuries.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, especially, he can't be getting injured like that. And I mean, his physical health is his job, his job counts on him being healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The job that y'all should be boycotting, but that's another conversation for another time.
Oh, let's not go there. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, girl, let's talk about Shia LaBeouf and his crazy ass fighting somewhere, girl, in my motherfucking Mardi Gras child. His
Oh,
crazy ass. That is a
crazy as
crazy ass white boy.
I really thought he was gonna be the next like great little actor kid. Man, he really took a left turn and just been gone.
He should take a left turn to hell and stay there.
Oh,
And honey, when I tell you, I will never forgive him for what he did to FKA Twigs, honey. And it was one of them. Was it her that I know? One girl he was with. He was very abusive towards her and gave her an STI.
ugh,
It was Twigs.
Okay, yes, fuck Shia LaBeouf.
ugh. Was this before or after Robert Pattinson?
I believe he was before Robert Pat because she said she had nothing but good things to say about Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Hmm. Look, Shia was about them holes. And
I
putting
was
like
just
sniffing things up the holes in his nose, allegedly.
no. Well, I mean, I thought he was gonna be a good actor. He just threw his whole life away. Child.
He is a good actor, but he's also like he deranged, like he's batshit. Like
Yeah.
that's another Clayton
Oh no,
Howard.
he is. No, he is batshit crazy. No, 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 he is. I just, I'm just like his evolution. I was just shocked. Like, oh my God, you are terrible.
Hmm. Well, it says TMZ says Shia LaBeouf had a rough time during the Mardi Gras overnight in New Orleans, getting into a fight that brought paramedics to the scene, which ended with the actor being arrested. TMZ has learned. TMZ obtained a video of the aftermath of the alleged physical altercation, which occurred just after midnight Tuesday outside a bar in the French Quarter. We've also got video of the fight outside the bar, and Shia doesn't come out too well. Check out the video of the aftermath above. Shia is seen from behind. Shia is seen from behind, shirtless, with his back tattoo on full display outside the saloon as he faces a bunch of people. Shia was also filmed leaning into a man while trying to talk to him on the street. An eyewitness tells TMZ Shia was escorted out of the bar by staff for some reason before getting into a brawl. Afterwards, Shia walked down the block, but then looped back around the front of the bar, where responding paramedics treated Shia, according to the witness. Our footage shows Shia receiving medical aid without looking too banged up, while jabbering with the emergency medical service workers. Another photographer spotted Shia after he was loaded inside a parked ambulance while with his lights flashing. Excuse me. According to court records, Shia was arrested and is facing 2 charges of simple battery. Shia has had a history of addiction and mental health issues. He entered court-mandated rehab after a 2017 arrest in Savannah, Georgia, for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Since then, he's been off and on with sobriety, but has sought long-term sobriety support, including therapy and structured recovery programs. In the past, Shia linked his substance abuse to untreated trauma and PTSD from childhood. Girl, anyway, we obtained video and photos Monday of Shia dancing and partying in the French Quarter, where he was seen soaking up post Lundy Gras, Fat Monday parade fun. But this is the video. Let me share my screen. It's only like 14 seconds, and they caught him like getting into the ambulance and shit. This is the one they were talking about.
Guys, this is insane. Shia LaBeouf is in the ambulance. I don't want him to get mad and like crash out on me. That's Shia LaBeouf.
Take that ambulance to jail, honey. And I guess this is what they were talking about when it came to the fight. White people.
That's all I got, child. I,
Yeah.
mm.
I mean, he keeps getting chances and chances to act like a fool.
And my whole thing is, y'all should have his ass should have been canceled years ago, and people still just get, oh, we loved him from a Disney movie. He's a Disney kid. Oh, we know he can do better. He don't want better. Throw his ass away.
Hmm. That's
Yeah, he
exactly
been a
how they
problem
do.
for a minute.
Yes. Well, speaking of public drunk white people, honey, Brittany Curran. Do y'all watch Chicago Fire?
No,
I know about it, but they got a fine ass actor on the
Yes. Oh no, the one I'm thinking about is
Oh,
from
that's
Chicago PD.
Chicago PD. Yes,
Girl, are
no,
we
you're
talking about the
right.
same one?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
fine black man girl. Oh girl.
He fine.
Ooh, yes, girl.
Oh, okay, Chicago
Almost made
Fire.
me want to watch the show. Shit.
I know, right? Oh yeah, I'm like, oh, Chicago Fire. Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, y'all see I just shared here Chicago Fire star Brittany Curran arrested, booked on drunken public charge. I just like I like to be drunk in public too, but damn, like y'all so drunk in public that you be showing your asses. I ain't never been arrested after being drunk. This is crazy. But
I
anyway.
know. How bad you out here drunk? Like, y'all get it together.
Mm-mm. Well, Chicago Fire star Brittany Curran has been arrested, TMZ has learned. According to the Burbank Police Department, the 35-year-old actress showed up at the police station showing objective signs and symptoms of alcohol intoxication. According to police, Brittany was so drunk she couldn't answer basic questions, could not account for how she arrived at the location, and appeared unable to care for her own safety. She was booked in Burbank, California on a charge of drunken public disorderly conduct. In addition to the Chicago Fire, Kieran is also known for her roles in 13 on Going 30 and The Magicians. We've reached out to Kieran. So far, no word back. What's she gonna say? Yeah, I was drunk on my ass. My bad, though.
And those are the type of motherfuckers who you gotta stay the fuck away from me. I do not want to be your friend. Please, ma'am. You don't care about your safety.
That part.
I mean, did we forget about White Girl Wasted? I mean, maybe I don't know why she
And,
doing it now, but
and that's my thing, Moon, because I know everybody's not me. I know everybody doesn't have a high tolerance for alcohol like me, right? But when I tell you a bitch gets white girl wasted, honey, you might as well call me Tara Reid in the 90s. I get lizard, honey. And even then, the only thing that happens to me, like when I get wasted like that, is like I start maybe want to twerk a little bit. I start getting real funny, and then I just fall out and go to sleep. I'm like, how do you get so drunk and so disorderly that you like
they
driving?
wild.
Like it's
They
crazy.
wild,
I
child.
just don't understand. But maybe it's not for me to understand.
They be wild. They a whole white boys and white girls. When they get wasted, it's a whole nother level.
You know what? We have a comment saying privilege. You know, you are absolutely right, and that just
And
made me because yeah, I think even as a drunk black person, right, I still know that there are certain things. There's still some reservations that I should have, right? As of like, I can't be,
mhm.
yeah, saying we don't, yeah. So there you go. Look, we have to, we can't even think about doing it. You are absolutely right. Yep. We can't be like la di da di da. I can do whatever. Shout out to Moan.
I mean, that's the truth.
Yes, honey. Well, I got three more stories left.
Oh dang, we just really flew through those, didn't we?
Yes. Well, the next, so finesse two times, honey. I'm actually happy to talk about him in a positive light. So
Uh-huh.
he actually did what a lot of rappers don't do. He learned that a girl was in a studio session with him. He learned that she was possibly underage. He said, "Oh no, all y'all got to go."
Oh well, yeah, hell yeah. Okay, the one time he did something decent, good.
Look, I was like, "Oh, you ate that what? Look, what they say, you not that bitch in that finesse two times, but you ate that one little thing."
Hmm.
And y'all see, I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Finesse two times kicks ladies out of his studio after suspecting one was underage. So there's just a couple of clips. I'm gonna share my screen and play them. And you just kind of see how the interaction went down.
He said, "I'll be going to jail for drugs, but I ain't going to jail for no statutory rape.
He
Y'all
said,
got to go."
"Hello." He said, "Y'all can call me a lot of things, but one thing you won't call me is a child rapist. You got me fucked up." And he was like, "I got." He was like, "I got daughters." Like, no, I got nothing but daughters. So, let's see. Here's one.
But me, I've been waiting to get my round with. They said you 17. Me, yeah. Wait, who is that? 17? Hell nah, where your ID? Me, I don't. My person. Hell nah, you said yeah. When they said no. Or you just showing? Yo, man, get these. Who she came with? Me, I came alone. Oh, man. I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom. Wait, you know your candy. No, I'm sure you did that. No, because I'm saying, wait. I said that too quick, though. Wait, me? Yeah. Me, I just.
He can't buddy like bring your ass outside.
I was 17. Oh, but my birthday just passed. Oh, you're 18? Yeah, because I said my birthday was in February. Remember? I said I wore the shirt out because it's still February. My birthday just passed.
So that's the part, and this is where he goes. He was like, the vibe is off. All y'all gotta go.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, this shit threw my whole vibe off. I'm gonna ask all y'all to leave. Yeah, all y'all. That shit threw my vibe off. I got daughters, man. I ain't got nothing but daughters, man. That shit threw my whole vibe off. That's all I gotta do.
He said, I'll pimp you, but you gotta be legal. I can't do no underage. Nigga got morals.
No, I don't want nothing. I just want to come in the studio session. It's just about, I know the narrative that they'll build against me just because it's me. You see what I'm saying? They'll say it's about me just because it's me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go for this shit. I can't.
I can't be mad at that. We need more like him. Well, in that regard, I wouldn't say more like we need more like him in that regard.
And how they get in there?
Mm-hmm. And we have a comment saying that just proves, even though I already knew that these adults be knowing that these kids are underage. Mm-hmm. This next comment, he may look like a PT Cruiser, but he has some type of intelligence. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's that on that. Oh, so y'all, girl, let me say, honey, why is Nicole Kidman still out here getting chose, honey? Nicole got rich motherfuckers wanting her, honey. So, girl, I was like, ooh. So, Paul Salem, we about to find out who he is, honey. Let's just say he's a man with money and lots of it. I mean, green money. And he want him some Nicole Kidman.
Well, I hope he wasn't in the Epstein files. Now these super rich white men, I got to keep him. Check his name, Nicole. Check his name.
Pick his name. So unfortunately, I was not able to do enough research on this man this morning, like I did on Kim Zolciak's new boo, allegedly. So I leave it with me. I'll do some research and I'll find more about him. But for now, all I know is that he is a chairman of the board of the MGM Resorts International. That's all I know about him for now. So money, green money, and he wants Nicole Kidman. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. And it starts off, Paul Salem, a wealthy businessman and chairman of the boards of MGM Resorts International, has his eye on Nicole Kidman, TMZ has learned. Multiple sources with direct knowledge tells us Salem is romantically pursuing the Oscar-winning actress, though we're told they're not dating at this point. Our sources say the two share mutual friends and are acquaintances and have met twice in group settings. We're told so far there have been no one-on-one hangouts, at least not yet. Still, our sources say it's fair to say Paul is interested in making that known to people close to him. As for Nicole, we're told she's single and not currently dating anyone. Salem and his ex-wife, Naveen Salem, divorced in 2021. He has largely kept his personal life confidential, focusing on his work in private equity and his high-profile role at MGM Resorts. TMZ broke the news. Nicole and Keith Urban separated in June last year, and we were told she wanted to save the marriage, although by all accounts, Keith did not. The couple married back in 2006 and shared two kids, ages 17 and 15. Their divorce was finalized in January, and we've reached out to reps. So far, no word back.
Okay, he looked like a distinguished white gentleman for Nicole. Long as he ain't in the Epstein files, I'll allow it.
But what's going on with her cheek over there?
Her cheeks?
Look at her cheek. Looks like it's been sculpted or something. What the fuck?
Well, she didn't have plastic surgery. Come on now. You know they have been sculpted. Come on.
Well, Mr. Paul tells us that I want to do something with them sculpted cheeks, honey. Girl, let's get it popping.
Look, look, and I love that for Nicole because Buddy said try to throw her to the wind. Look, I still got action. I know that's right.
And while I'm with y'all, let me just do a quick deep dive. I won't take too long. Just a quick deep dive on Mr. Paul Salem and see what I can learn about him.
Cause to hell with Keith Urban's funny looking ass.
Okay. He said, girl, drop that Australian, send him back to Australia and get with a real nigga. Well, I'm sure he didn't say it like that, but
Yeah, somebody with some money, honey. Somebody with some money. With
I
some
got,
bread.
baby, I got hotel money. You sure you sure, man, come on, girl. You see, I'm divorced. Girl, my last white girl, I left her ass in 2021. We can make it happen, girl. Nicole, I want this for you. I want this for
Look,
her.
I love she is still getting chose. Look, I ain't even had to put up. They just said, oh, she free? Oh, hook me up with her.
So
Yeah,
he's been on the MGM board. He's the since 2019, and he's the executive director of the Salem Foundation. What else did he do?
as long as he ain't in the Epstein file, we good.
He's not bad looking either.
Not at all,
Yeah,
Nicole.
that's what I said. I said,
Let me
he's
just do a
nice.
quick Google search. Is Paul Salem in the Epstein file?
Look, that's all we need to know. Nicole, we checking them out for you, girl.
You betting him, girl. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Don't tell me his name in the Epstein file. Shut up.
Girl, if it's hold up, because it's looking like the Daily Mail said, because it says the full list of hundreds of celebrities and politicians in Pam Bondi's Epstein letter. Let me do a
Oh, they
control
threw
F.
Marilyn Monroe's in that list. First of
Paul.
all, let's and people that's been dead for years. So whatever they trying to do with that foolery, I need some emails. We need to know for real, for real.
I'm looking. I'm looking. Okay, no, false alarm. It doesn't look like he was okay. Oof.
Oh, okay, then he's good to go. Okay, Nicole, you can go on a date, girl.
Yes, girl. We want this for you, Nicole. Get him, girl. Oh, well, that's that on that. Let's stay out of straight. I usually like to stay out of straight people business, especially white straight people business. But no, I like Nicole a lot, and I want this for her. She deserves help,
Yes, let me
especially after
stay
being with
out of.
that damn narcissistic Tom Cruise.
Oh, oof. Child, and I thought Keith was gonna be her forever, and he was a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. He so busy knee deep in Maggie. Allegedly. Well, so our last story, honey. So remember how Eminem
Yeah.
he was trying to sue Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon for over the name Shady. He tried they have the Reasonably Shady podcast, and he's feeling that anything that has to do with the name Shady, people will automatically think it's him. Well,
Oof.
They won't, but okay.
Yeah.
exactly. And the gagger is, y'all, he's not just going after them, he's going after anyone who uses the name Shady. So y'all see, I just
He just
shared
got
here,
the rights of shady. Like, boy, bye.
girl. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of all hip hop, and it's an exclusive. Eminem gets in to fight over Squid Shady in latest legal problem.
Lord, we don't care. Whew.
Girl, and I said this was going to, but the fact that when he was in, and the I hate that he even put me in a position to have to defend them green eyed bandits, honey. Robin and Giselle. I don't want to defend them ladies, but what he did to them was dirty. Like, no one thinks, especially not that podcast featuring two black women, is thinking about fucking Eminem when they say Shady. Absolutely not. But
No one.
Not
well,
a single solitary soul.
him obviously, and him and only him. And don't even get me started because everybody was saying, because he made had a restaurant called Mom Spaghetti, and everybody was saying that spaghetti was nasty, but that's neither here nor there.
Probably because it was probably SpaghettiOs. Ew.
Oh, Well, Eminem just dropped another trademark fight on someone trying to use his shady name. This time, he's going after the Real Squid Shady, a music brand that tried to trademark its name for entertainment services. All hip hop has learned that Eminem filed his opposition with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. He wants to block the whole Real Squid Shady application before it gets approved. His lawyers laid out that M has used the Shady name since the 90s as part of his stage identity. M's team listed all his existing trademark registrations. He owns the rights to Shady, covering t-shirts, sweatshirts, shorts, halter tops, and hats. He also has multiple Slim Shady registrations for clothing, musical sound recordings, and live performances. On the Squid Shady name specifically, M's team said it's highly confusing, similar to his shady marks. They argued fans would think the services came from him. M's opposition talks a lot about his fame and his investment in the persona. He invested a substantial amount of time, effort, and money in promoting his name and ensuring high quality of goods and services. Eminem's attorney, Mary Frances Love, warned that letting the Real Squid Shady move forward would create confusion and false association. They said it could dilute the Shady brand through blurring and tarnishment. This isn't M's first rodeo with the Shady trademark fights. He's currently battling Australian beach umbrella company Swim Shady. Swim Shady is at Party Limited over its Swim Shady mark. In that case, he argued the name points uniquely and unmistakably to Eminem and creates a false connection to his persona. He's also still fighting Real Housewives of Potomac stars Giselle Bryan and Robin Dixon over their Reasonably Shady podcast trademark. The battle has been going on since 2023. His lawyers told the trademark board that confusion is inevitable because people might think the podcast connects to Eminem. Taken together, these cases show how M treats the shady names like sacred ground. I told y'all to keep these white people out of fucking hip hop. That's what y'all need to do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's that on that.
I never liked Eminem like that. No.
Never. He was too homophobic for me back in the day, so I didn't like him off of that then. But
is he desperate for money or something? Because this makes no sense.
When I think of shady, I think of the black films, like the trans women, the black butch queens and things who were saying that when I was little. Like, ooh, girl, you shady. Ooh, girl, the shade. Like ballroom, baby. The last thing I think about is a fucking white man from Michigan whose mom makes nasty spaghetti. So I never liked this from the beginning. Even when I heard about it back in 2023, I was like, no, this is, I said this was racist. Of course, a few people kind of pushed back, and I said, no, this is racist as hell. He's a white man using litigation to go against two black women for something that black people have been using for the longest. No, fuck Eminem. So, well, that's that on that, y'all. And that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
I guess not today.
Yes. I think I probably done covered every damn thing from the rooter to the tooter. So,
Indeed.
Oh, it's your y'all. I almost forgot. It is Puppy's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Puppy.
Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, Puppy.
Happy birthday.
Puppy, I hope you have a wonderful day. I wish you many, 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 many more birthdays, and I hope you have more bottoms than your heart can take, honey. You deserve.
Oh my goodness. Happy birthday.
That little Harry talking about some what? You heard me, bitch. Matter of fact, go ahead and bend over for a real nigga.
I almost spit my drink out. Jesus.
Well, y'all, it is always a pleasure. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntiederek.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top left. We will be back tomorrow for another live show at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. And until then, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye.